here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with the Minnesota Vikings. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken about the 12. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
First and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. On second down, it's Cook. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
And before they can run this third down play, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8.
Come on, QB, come on.
Gun.
Keep rolling.
Zebra.
Check that. We got Mike 52 right here. Mike 52. I'm coming after you.
Hey, orbit.
52's the mic.
From the gun, here's Cousins. This one taken in by Olabisi Johnson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
Let's go, defense.
On first down, Cook. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
Tackled back at the 41-yard line.
Tighten up.
Hey, can't. Listen to me.
Mike 52.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Cousins. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
He's got to double up.
48. Black.
Mike 50.
Rose.
Check that.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
Brings up 4th down.
Out.
Two.
52's the mic, boys. 52.
Protein spill.
Watch the ship.
Now Cousins on 4th down. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Mike Zimmer got to be unhappy with how that turned out. And this crowd into it early. Their guys stand tall on the opening drive of the football game. Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. The tackle made there by Harrison Smith. From just shy of midfield, Ryan. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons.
Check.
Right there. 54. Right there.
Hey, South.
Get that quarterback at all costs. Pick the edge. Come. 6 guys. Check 6 guys.
They snap it at 1. Now Ryan. It's caught. Jones. 14 yards there on a Falcon first down.
And the key number on that play, 3. Third play of the drive, third down, spectacular catch, turns into a first down.
First down saves them from a 3-and-out. They try to run on first down, but this defense says no dice. They stop them a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage. On 2nd and 12, Ryan. And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the first quarter. We're scoreless after 1. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons.
Check 3. You go tight. You got tight. You got to go.
From the shotgun, Ryan. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they've got him blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
General West.
Watch the screen.
Now on 2nd and 13, Cousins. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
25.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 38-yard line.
From the 38, Ryan. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
20. Hey, South.
Get him. You got it.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman, 27 yards, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They'll run on first down. It's Cook. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. And that's a loss of 7 on the first down play.
Hey, we're good.
Mike 52.
Throwing on second and long. Cousins. Rush coming, and he's taken down. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Third and long for Cousins. And he fires one that's intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
After the interception, here's Ryan. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Defense, let's go.
Ryan gets it off to Freeman. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Let's go.
Hey, Steve 6. Steve 6.
Mike 55. Mike 55. Guys, it's game.
Ryan going to give to Freeman on the draw. And he's got some space here. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Falcons push further out in front. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1.
Let's go.
The Vikings take over first down 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you get this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
Cousins from the gun on third. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on fourth down. Final play of the half, Cousins. Room here to run. The 40. He's at the 30. 10. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
Dan Bailey now for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Here we go.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta.
I got kicked out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations. But a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
On first down, Freeman. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Again, they'll run with Freeman. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Now Ryan. This is brought in by Hardy. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 17 yards and a first down for Atlanta. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10, right at the 40.
Go! Let him go!
Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. Devontae Freeman. They're not going to get him. Touchdown, Falcons. Devontae Freeman, 40 yards. And the Falcons push further out in front. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game being on second half no matter what. Well, it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Hey, Ken! Check safety, check safety! Check!
Cousins. He's going to rifle one deep left. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That goes for a gain of 31. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Cousins on first down. Setting up the screen for Cook. Only 3 there on the screen at second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. Throwing, Cousins. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Let's go. You tighten up. Jim.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. And this is going to be intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A nice pickup there, 18 yards, first down Falcons. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. They run, Devontae Freeman. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Check. Watch 54. I'm going to come back to you.
A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. And he's going to be taken down. They sack him on what will be the final play of quarter number 3. Back now in Atlanta. It's the Falcons. They've got the football. They've got the lead as we get set to start the fourth.
11. Hey, watch out. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. They can't hang with us.
Third and long. It's Ryan. And that will be incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
6-yard return after a punt of 48. And possession will switch hands, first and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be first and 5. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Complete. It's Johnson. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Gun.
He's coming to you. Motion. Hey.
Delta.
52's and Mike. Watch Mike.
Cousins now to throw on first down. That'll be complete to Cook. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll be a second down. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on second down.
Topper. Gun.
Hey, Mike 52.
Throwing is Cousins. And that'll be incomplete. Johnson, the intended target. Third down here.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Here's Ham, the fullback. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to make it fourth down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Gun.
52, Mike 52.
I know, easy.
Coming up to you. What's that?
Cousins to throw for it on fourth. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Mike Zimmer got to be unhappy with how that turned out. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
I got you, son. I got you, son. Check 99. Check 99.
Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
Mike 54.
Here's Ryan. It's hauled in by Hardy. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now it's Freeman. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. Freeman again. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 3rd down, Ryan. That is caught at the 7. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run here with Freeman. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Oh, look at this. Ryan's going to throw it. And that'll be hauled in by the tight end. It's Hooper for the Falcon touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons push further out in front. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
He's brought down by a 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd.
On 3rd down, Cousins under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Here's Britton Colquitt now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fielded at about the 28. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner. And just think about how good that feels, because every team has a goal when they start the year.
And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. And he he's going to go down again.
You see me?
So time.